Hi, it's Jamie from Evolution5. Today we're joined by Phil Clarke, our new Consultancy Director. Phil, welcome. Welcome to Evolution5 and welcome to our videos.
Thank you, Jamie.
Could you tell us a bit about yourself, Phil?
Absolutely. For those that don't know me, I'm Phil Clarke. Joined Evolution5 at the start of this year. Born and bred Southampton, married to the lovely Liz, and I've got two young girls, Lily and Flo, both at secondary school, who keep me on my toes. Weekends are probably taken up with them, and weekdays with football, horse riding, etc. And that's leaves little time for my passions, which are playing golf as much as I can, which is few and far between at the moment, and avid Southampton fan and season ticket holder.
Can you still say your passion with Saints Football Club at the moment?
It's still there. It's absolutely still there through thick and thin, and we'll make sure that happens continues. But, yeah.
All right, fantastic, Phil. I know we've known each other a long time, so I know the answer to most of this. But what about your career to date, Phil? Just tell us a bit about your sort of work history and that, just for people watching.
So I've been in the construction industry per se for the last 24 and a bit years now. I started out, I did a degree in architecture technology at Southampton University, and so that was my path into the industry there. Worked for a large architectural practice just outside Basingstoke to start with, working on shopping centres, specifically Basingstoke Shopping Centre was my first project that I worked on, and that led me into other architectural roles to start with. Before I joined Southampton City Council and the partnership with Capita at the time, where I was working in their architecture team, but moved primarily into sort of contract administration, and that was really my route into project management from there. So I spent 7 years at Capita, Southampton City Council at Capita. Interesting period of my career that learnt a lot, had some fantastic people that I was working with, primarily delivering schools for Southampton City Council. And when you drive around Southampton, I bore the kids and the wife saying, "Oh, I worked on that one, we did that one," as we all do, sort of thing. So it was that was a really good part of my career, an important part of my career before after 7 years I moved to Mace in London to start with, in their head office Moorgate, working in the education team there, which I did for about 5 years, the commute from Southampton each day, which, looking back on it, not quite sure how I did that each day, but just part of the daily routine, and really enjoyed that, working with the Mace education team across London and the South East, really delivering free schools for the DFE. Following that, I relocated to the Mace Winchester office and took up a role to try and grow the project management team in Winchester, which we did successfully. And then, following a bit of a restructure of the Mace business, started working in the local government team in the last 4 years. That was fantastic as well. Again, working with some great people in our industry, and working across some fantastic projects across the local government sector, which included sport and leisure, arts and culture as well. So I've got a really quite varied CV as a result of that, and it's I look back really fondly on my time at Mace. And then 11 years came to an end at Mace at the end of 2024, and I've joined Evolution5.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you joined the light side from the dark side, moving from architecture to project management. Yeah. And I'm just jesting for all our architect friends out there. So obviously, Mace and Southampton City Council, Capita, big organisations. Yeah. What are the? Mace, fantastic company. So you're thinking more, the last sort of, as you say, 11 years. What's the benefits of working for a company like Mace, Phil?
Well, I think I've learned a lot working at Mace. The processes, the procedures that Mace is still across their project delivery is really, that's what I hope I could bring to the party. Joining Evolution5 and help to deliver projects in that way. As a company, they're very successful. I won't lie, when you say you work for Mace, it opens doors, sort of thing, and there's real benefits to that, and obviously being one of the stellar companies in our industry, you have a lot of pride working for Mace and things like that. So I hope that what I've learnt in that time working with that company will bring some of those things to Evolution5.
Yeah, fantastic. And I guess obviously working for a big organisation, it, as you say, opens doors. It gives you probably great opportunity to work on projects that perhaps you might not work for in other organisations. And as you say, lots of good people, processes. And I guess there's also some frustrations when you work for larger organisations. So from your lessons learned, what are sort of a couple of things that you sort of hope you can bring to Evolution5 as the Director of Consultancy?
Well, I think it's about the people, really. In terms of the people we've got within Evolution5 at the moment, and the people that we want to try and bring into the business to help grow the business is really important. It was something we instilled at Mace was making sure everyone that worked there became the best version of themselves that they could be. And I think that's absolutely something that we want to continue to do. And I know you try to do with the Evolution5 team as well. So moving forward, I think it's bringing the best parts of what we've, what I've learned over the years, sort of thing, and instilling that into the processes that that help deliver the projects for Evolution5.
Yeah, so those changes make a lot of sense, Phil. But I want to talk a little bit about project management. So you mentioned when you're at Southampton City Council / Capita that you made that change from architectural to project management, and then you spent 11 great years at Mace, delivering project management services, overseeing project management teams. So from a sort of client's perspective, why is it important to have a project manager on their construction project?
Yeah, so I think that's all about protecting the client's best interests and protecting their investment, whether that be from a local authority, central government organisation, or even a private client. It's about having their best interests at heart, being their dependable friend and contact, and knowing that they can rely on you to pick up all of the key bits that they might not know about, because lots of clients aren't construction professionals. They're very, very good at what they know, but they don't know about construction. So it's about us leading them through the construction process, whether that be the Reba stages or whatever the PEP dictates, sort of thing. But certainly that will start from inception of the project, and we'll help them develop the project brief and ultimately satisfy their business plan through feasibility, through the planning stages, and then through into procurement and get a contractor on site and deliver a project for them. But it's being that guiding, dependable person that we can that they can rely on, and that they want to keep coming back to us over and over again is the ideal.
Yeah, quite right. So just thinking about the years that you spent at obviously Mace, it's very clear you learnt a lot at Mace. You've grown as a person. Your career's developed. So obviously, coming to Evolution5, that's a big move. What made you join Evolution5?
Good question. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't an easy decision. As you say, I had 11 great years at Mace, and I wouldn't change any of it because I worked with some great people that are classed as friends now, but equally some of the best in the industry work at Mace and still work at Mace. That said, I've known you for many years, Mark as well, who I've got to know really well over the last few years. And when we had a conversation last year, it was your drive and Mark's drive about the opportunity with Evolution5 that really sold me on the idea. And I think the business plan is ambitious but very achievable. I think the growth plan is really exciting. That's what I'm really looking forward to, helping grow this business into what I know it can be. The successful company that you've helped build up over the 15 years. Is it 15 years?
Round about that.
Yeah, there or thereabouts. You know, I want to be part of that growth, and I can see the exciting period over the next few years where we look to bring the right people into the business. And the business is taking a bit of a different direction, as you well know, with the two arms, you know, the construction and consult sides of the business. And I think, you know, there's some really exciting opportunities out there for Evolution5, and I've said this to you and Mark on numerous occasions recently. But we're actually the pond we're fishing in, to use one of a better word, is quite a unique one in the local market, and I think we can help deliver those projects, help grow Evolution5 into what I know it can be, because you know, that was the thing that excited me last year when we had that initial conversation, and I want to be part of that growth and see what we can do over the next few years, which is the really exciting piece.
Well, we're glad you're here as part of the journey, Phil. A big part of what you've talked about today, and something that's all you know me well enough, I'm really passionate about, is people. You know, without a doubt, they're our greatest asset and can be our biggest headache at the same time, and there's no doubt in that. What are your thoughts on how we sort of what am I trying to say, attract, you know, new talent into a business? As you said, it's a very ambitious business plan. And the big part of that success is going to be bringing in, as well as obviously the existing team, is bringing in good people. You know, what's your sort of thoughts on how we can attract good people to Evolution5?
So I guess, yeah, it's about, as I said, being competitive in the market and making people want to work for Evolution5. You know, the culture's really good that we've got at the company at the moment, and we want to, as we grow, we don't want to lose that. We want to keep that flexibility in the company and make sure that it's a place that everyone continues to want to work at.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. And I think, like, when you said about, you mentioned the T's and C's, I mean, it's quite, in some ways it's quite ironic, because until we bring talent in, you know, good people like your good South with lots of experience, only then do they come in and see, you know, what the company's about, and they can make those changes and improvements. And I think that's what I was trying to get at in terms of the business plan. That will be solely dependent on having good people come in, but also people with different experiences.
And I think it's only natural. I think that will evolve as part of the business plan over the next few years. As we grow and continue to grow, we'll be able to offer bigger and better opportunities for those that work for us.
So thanks for today, Phil. I mean, it was a really interesting video, lots of really great insights there, and some exciting times ahead for yourself, me, and the company.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Thank you for your time. I've enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Let's say that. So, yeah.
There's plenty more opportunity videos, Phil. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found value in it. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us, and we really look forward to hearing from you.